Hello, are we live? Are we live? Oh my goodness, I think we're live. Hi, everybody. Oh my goodness, everybody's here already. Hello, hello. Thanks for being patient with me. Appreciate it. I literally just finished a reading and I'm like, "Rah!" So I wanted to rush over here to say hi to everybody. Hello, everyone. Wow, it looks like the feed has already gotten started. Okay, so thank you for being patient with me. For those of you who are familiar with how this works, welcome back. For those of you who are not familiar, you'll have an opportunity. I get to as many as I can. I can't get to everybody's. I apologize. But you will have an opportunity to ask me one question and one question only. If you write me a paragraph with several questions, I'm only going to be answering one of them. And they need to be laser focused, very specific questions like, what is my life purpose? What should I be doing for my career? Those are beautiful, wonderful questions that really deserve the time and attention, which I don't have to be so individualized on a group live here. So keep your ears open because oftentimes people will have similar questions, and Spirit is just so brilliant in that they'll through me you'll get your question answered, and it could easily be your question. I'm just answering somebody else's question so you can take that message. So any message that comes through that you resonate with, you can totally take for you as if it's yours, because Spirit loves to piggyback. All right, you guys. So let's see, was there anything else? Oh yeah, just make sure you know that you make all your own choices and your own decisions, right? There are more of you than there are of me, so I'm not purposely trying to skip your question or miss your question, so please don't be offended or take anything personal. If you do want something personalized, you have a deeper question, I would be happy to do a reading with you, one-on-one. All right, so here we go. LP, hello. LP says, just want to thank you for the last week's message to my question. I do play softball, just like you said, and we'll be trying to get back to that. Have a beautiful week. Oh, that's wonderful. I'm so happy for you. That's great, LP. AP, am I picking the right venue for the wedding? Do you see any issues arising with our selection? That's 2 questions. Here's what I'm going to say about picking the right venue for your wedding, or about anything you have to make a decision on. If it's not a hell yes, it's a hell no. I'll repeat that. If it's not a hell yes, it's a hell no. If it's an I'm not sure, I don't know, it's a no. If it's a hell no, it's a no. But if it's not a hell yes, it's a no. You can trust that formula each and every time, okay? Even if the outcome from choosing the hell yes, the no, or the hell no at first doesn't seem like it would be the right decision or the right choice, it will play out. It will unfold to the right choice of the decision, okay? So when you ask me, am I picking the right venue for our wedding, AP, I'm hearing you say you're not sure. So to me, that's a no. But, I don't like to make decisions for people. That's why I wanted to let you know that if it's not a hell yes, it's a no or hell no, okay? Unapologetically candid. Hi, Terrie. I hope you're well. I am. I feel a little like skedaddled. I was gonna say the word should be scattered, but it came out skedaddle just because I just came from a reading and I didn't have time to just sort of prepare. So I'm just all up in your faces. But I am well. So thank you. Thank you. Please help me. How do I let go of my anger about how I felt forced into becoming pregnant and then losing the baby at 3 weeks back in 2012? Well, this is an excellent question. It's also very much a loaded question. It's also a question that I won't have a lot of time to go into, because what you're experiencing is your old identity that you haven't quite grown to accept. So there's parts of you that are, if you want to call it, emotionally immature. In other words, haven't matured, haven't caught up to who you are now. Okay. So there are frequencies of forgiveness that still need to be liberated because they're trapped in your body. And until you're able to work it through your body, it's very hard to release that energy so that you can move forward to go to the next step. So you can try, and I'm sure you have. I'm like 1,000 gazillion bazillion, yes, that's a real number, percent sure that you've tried to think your way out of feeling better, but I don't know how much you've actually done the shadow work. You guys, shadow work is what gets you past everything, past your stuckness, past everything. And shadow work is ugly work. It's deep, it's painful, it's grieving, it's loss, it hurts. It's real, it's ugly, it's honest, it's authentic. And until we do that, which is really the earthwork of ourselves, okay? Until we do that, we stay trapped in frequencies in our body. And those feelings will fester, build up, and bubble up until they can't be ignored anymore. It usually shows up as some sort of crisis, whether it's an emotional crisis, a relationship crisis, financial crisis, health crisis, whatever it is. It's your energy being mismanaged. So, unapologetically candid, when you're saying, how do I let go of my anger? You have, I mean, I'm glad you understand and you're able to label that it is anger, but the how shows up in so many different ways, and you need to work through it. You need to be willing to go back to those parts of yourselves that allowed that whole experience to happen, and forgive that part of yourself. And that's not a quick process. And that's why when I work with people more long term, that's what we do. We learn how to take back our power, because until that happens, you are at the mercy of this experience, and you're holding those frequencies and those energies over and over and over again. So I would, first of all, that sounds like an awful, horrible, terrible situation. So you have my sympathy, and I'm really sorry that you even had to go through that. But I guarantee you're not that same person that you were, and you would never in a fucking million years ever let that happen again now. So who you are now is not that same person, but you haven't quite made peace with that identity of who you were. So that's how you do all of this, okay? So I know that what I just said didn't exactly give you the solution, because the solution is going to take time to clear out all of this energy, all of the frequencies, to cleanse it out, to create space for receiving just the new you, the new identity. So if you do want to work with me one-on-one, we can go ahead and do that, but that's not something that I can do in a live or even in like a 1 hour or half hour session. It has to be consistent work. What you're going through is extremely, it was a very traumatic experience, and you're still holding on to those energetic frequencies, and they need to be liberated. They are currently trapped. So you need to release those. All right. Thank you for sharing. I appreciate that. SM Jones. Hello, Terrie. Hello. Hope all is well with you. It is, thankfully. Thank you for doing this today. You're very welcome. My question is, do you see me out of debt soon? I have a yeah, but I don't know what your definition of soon is, but here's what I will say. As soon as you release the fear of being in debt, you will start to notice that debt leaving. So in other words, you're kind of trapped in this, what feels like a vicious cycle of fear, like, I don't have freedom, I don't have unlimitedness, I'm broke, I'm this, like you're coming up with everything in the book to keep yourself actually in that frequency of debt. So as soon as you let go of the fact that There is no debt, even though technically there is debt, but do you have to be in debt? So it's like almost like you're being a slave to your thought process or your belief system in the now moment that you have to be in debt. So that takes work. You guys have such great questions today. I love it. But it takes work and it takes time because we live in a time space continuum, right? So whenever there's space between two things, it takes time to close that gap. We have debt, we have out of debt, right? Or debt free. Debt free, space in between those. So that means it's going to take time. There are steps you have to and need to take. Those steps would be getting yourself into energetic alignment. So when you ask me, do you see me getting out of debt soon? I mean, I could say yes, but what, like you're the one in control of how soon happens. And the way you do that is by putting yourself into the receptive mode to receive a debt-free life. But you're not there because it's more important to you for some reason right now to hold on to and be trapped by a debt or a life with debt, right? So there's a belief system, there's something going on that needs to be cleared. And again, I can't do that in these lives, but that's pretty much what's going on. Okay. Michelle R. Hi, Terrie. Hello. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Any tips for balancing any tips for balancing divine feminine and masculine energies within myself? Thank you. Yes. First of all, being able to identify when you're in your masculine energy and when you're in your feminine energy. So how do you even know? Right? So masculine energy is more doing. Feminine energy is more being. So you can ask yourself in any now moment, am I doing something? Am I working towards something? Or am I just being? Am I feeling? Right? So masculine energy is initiatory energy. It is providing, it's protecting, it's creating structure, right? So it's doing things, right? Feminine energy is about receiving, right? It's about nurturing, right? It's about flow. It's about creativity, which all that stuff is more being, right? So if you want to balance those, first thing you want to do is you want to be able to identify where are you in the now moment. Are you in your masculine energy or are you in your feminine energy? And then to actually balance it out, to know when you should be using your feminine energy and your masculine energy, right? So women, for example, me, right? I'm a woman, as far as I know, last I checked, right? I'm also a business owner, right? So as a business owner, there are certain things that I have to do to provide for myself, right? So in my work, meaning not when I'm channeling or not when I'm doing this. When I'm doing this work, I'm in my feminine energy. But when I'm paying my bills, when I'm creating like a content list of what is my content going to be, when I'm actually recording, when I am researching, that's my masculine energy. I'm in my masculinity, right? I'm doing things. I am providing a structure for my business so that I could provide for myself. When I am doing readings and I'm opening myself up to receive downloads from the universe, when I am tapping into your energy to receive and connect and link up to, it's a very nurturing, it's a very warm, it's a very loving, um, still sort of an activity, but the frequencies are more receiving versus giving or providing, let's say, because I have to be able to receive information so that I can give you information. Yes, that's when I'm using my femininity, right? So that's just an example. So if you want to get more into your feminine energy, dance, Do something creative. Draw, color, sing. If you wanted, even, like physical activity, uh, be creative. If you want to be more in your masculine energy, go out there, motivate, inspire, protect, initiate. Then you're doing more of your masculine energy. So that's how you can balance them out, is just being really aware of, like, how am I being right now? The other thing is not just knowing where you are as you are in the now moment, but what is your core? What is your core energy? Are you more masculine or are you more feminine? And that has nothing to do with sexual identity or gender, right? So I'm talking energy here, right? Just because you have a female body doesn't not mean that your core is feminine energy, right? There are plenty of masculine women out there, just like there are plenty of feminine men out there. So really, it's just being really aligned and tuned into who you are, knowing what your needs and wants are and how you go about getting them. All right. I hope that helps, Michelle. I hope that helps. Simone. Hi, Simone. You were spot on in my reading by saying that I don't know what I am doing. Made me reflect on what I want in life. It's simple, right? It's usually way more simple than we do. I mean, we humans we're just amazing storytellers, and we have really serious imaginations. I can't even tell you how much I distort information. Like, I don't know if y'all saw my post on Instagram the other day about clarity, but clarity is such a huge gift, because when you're clear, you don't have to make shit up. You don't have to assume. You don't have to do any of those things. And it's just very human to, sort of imagine and be creative. And I have a tendency to just distort when I'm in my humanity, when I don't have my psychic Terrie going on, or my intuitive Terrie, right? Which it's always there, but I'm just saying, like, I'm also human, right? And it's just the very human part of me. When I'm in the very physical part of myself, I'll distort the shit out of shit, right? And how I need to deal with my perfectionisms. Well, Simone, girlfriend, same here. So, there's nothing wrong with that. It's always just going to be an ongoing process. And so if you can find the compassion and the mercy for yourself, that's really been a big, huge theme for me the past few months, is compassion and mercy for myself. I'm doing the best that I can with what I have. I am where I am, and where I am is okay. Everything is unfolding as it should be. And let me just tell you, I had the weirdest fucking week ever. Like, going from like extreme highs to extreme lows to a shit ton of what the fucks. But I just kept the faith, and, was just like, everything is unfolding as it's supposed to be. Someone who's prone to anxiety likes to control, outcomes and results, and just can't. Man plans, God laughs. So, Simone, you're in really good company. Really good company. Get that clarity. I'm telling you, clarity is a gift. Clarity is what will allow the universe to start showing you your path. You've got to be clear with your needs and your wants. Thank you for sharing, Simone. Sunflower Fields. Hey, Terrie, hope your day is going well. It is. It's going swell. I've been so busy. I haven't really had a chance to catch up to myself. So I'm looking forward to reconnecting with Terrie. Yeah. Sunflower Fields. My question is, if you see another career coming for me in the near future, the one I've been doing for the last 5-ish years feels stagnant, and I want to be able to feel secure with a job. Here's the thing. Again, I was just talking about clarity. So, Sunflower Fields, you have to get clear with what your needs and your wants are, and I don't think you are. I feel like you've been staying for survival reasons. Fine, nothing wrong with that. No shame in the game. But do you want to survive or do you want to thrive? When you're asking me another career, that's telling me you have no say in this. Like, whatever the universe is going to give you, like, fuck, let it do. No. You don't have to be life's bitch. None of y'all. You don't have to be life's bitch. Take control. How do you take control? First of all, get clear with what your needs and wants are. And second of all, start taking action. So I don't really like the way that you phrase this. I mean, you're acting like a not acting, but you phrased it like, like you're a victim. You're not a victim, and you can choose whatever career you want to go into. And the fact that you've been feeling stagnant, yeah, I could totally see how you would, because you haven't been doing there's passion. So that's part of your needs and wants. So I don't know. I also don't know what your idea of the near future is. Is your idea of the new future a year from now, 2 years from now, 3 years from now? This is really going to depend on what you want and what you need. So here's how I can answer your question. I do see another career coming for you in the near future if you can get clear with what you want and what you need, and you do not put any type of focus or attention on when it's going to come. So, in other words, you have to surrender, lean into, accept, make peace with the fact that you're not there yet, so that you can get yourself, tune yourself, shift your energy into a receptive mode to have the matching frequencies of that career. But if you don't even know what you want to do, there's no way you can match up to those frequencies. So get clear, sister. Got clear. All right, let's move on. Sammy Samalama 09. Hey, Terrie, just catching on today's posted videos. Love the message from the source about staying connected and the law of attraction working always, good and bad. You put out bad, you get bad back. Yeah. We live third dimension physical reality. We live in polarity and duality, right? So what that means is good, bad, fat, skinny, rich, poor, light, dark. There's always an opposite. Always. So whenever there's something you don't want, there's also something you do want. And whenever there's something you do want, there's always something you don't want. So law of attraction, like attracts like. So my question to you is, where are you going to put your focus and your attention? Because wherever you put your focus and your attention, that's where your energy is going. So if you're focusing too much and you have too much of your attention on something you don't want, that is that indicating broadcast signal that you're putting out. So your GPS is going to take you on a route or calculate yourself to a route on all the things that you don't want, right? So you have to be really mindful, aware, conscious of where you're putting your focus and your attention. So yeah, if you're going to look at only bad things, guess what? You're only going to get bad things, because like attracts like. Sammy Salama Sammy Samalama 09 continues. When you put out good, you attract the good. Super excited. I made it today and on time. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, what you're talking about is actually the law of karma. When you put out good, you attract the good. Whatever you put out, you're going to get back. Think of a boomerang. That's what karma is. Yeah. So she goes on. Oh, I'm so excited you are here today. You showed up. Beautiful. Sammy Samalama 09. How's your heart? Oh, sweet. And that isn't my question. So we're actually getting the question now. But I do hope your heart is doing very well. I'm full of joy and copious amounts of love. Thank you. Thank you. My heart is settling. I had some various wild timeline jumps over the last week, and it set my nervous system awry, and I wasn't sleeping. And so I'm finally starting to recalculate and integrate, and I'm coming back to myself. So my heart is settling. It is recalculating. It is regrouping. Thank you. Okay, so Simone has a question now. My question is, do you see me ending up with a career in the field I am studying? I'm trying to navigate this mental confusion. Okay, so here's what I'm just going to answer it like this. Yeah, you can totally end up in a career that you're studying. The question I'm going to pose to you is, are you passionate? Do you like what you're studying? So that's what you gotta, does that fit? Does what you're studying fit your needs and your wants? I'm not sure, since you're really not sure and you're a bit like all over the place. I don't even know if what you're studying is going to fit what you need and want. So could you? Yeah. Will you? I don't know. Right? That's going to be up to you. Right? It's going to be up to you and your needs and your wants, right? So Sammy's question, she's finally getting to her question for this week, is about taxes. Will my taxes go the way I want them this year? I didn't work for the year, but I did get a W-2. Will my taxes go the way I want them this year? Yeah, I feel like they'll go, they'll go, this is what I want to say. You'll get the end result, but not without some bumps and surprises. So you might have some surprises show up. But in the big picture, once the dust settles, I feel like you'll be okay. But there's going to be some dust kick up. So surprises, bumps, possibly bruises. Let it unfold. Let the process unfold, okay? At the end of that is when I feel like it'll all come more to you, okay? Coyote, hi Terrie. I've been worried lately, as everyone has been, getting their uni offers. I'm not sure what a uni offer is, and I haven't. Do you see if I will get offers from all 4 unis I applied to? Please tell me. Oh, is that university? Maybe it's university. I am not hip with the kids' lingo these days, so you will have to forgive me. I think you're talking about university. Hey, Terrie, I've been worried lately as everyone's been getting their offers and I haven't. Do you see that I'll get offers from all 4 unis that I applied to? I don't think you're going to get all 4, but I think you'll have a choice. I feel like you'll have a choice, but I don't think you're going to get all 4. But you will be able to choose. You'll be able to choose. So you're not completely and totally like a victim or like at the chaos and the whim of the uni system. You'll be able to choose. Okay. Okay, Sammy, I've already given you a lot of time. I'm so sorry. I'm going to have to skip over your question. I answered your question already. Okay. Crystal. Hi, Crystal. Will my dogs be quiet during my online interview this week? Oh my God. You know what? I would. All right, here's the way I would, because I feel like there's going to be some laughter. I feel like there's going to be some laughter during this interview, which would be good because laughter would disarm um, tension. Okay, and so I feel like you'll be able to use that laughter. And I know you're asking specifically about the dogs, but I feel like the dogs might do something where you'd be like, fuck, right? And so you come up with some sort of witty something, and both of you guys, meaning you and the interviewer person, just kind of laugh and giggle about it. Quiet, I mean, you can't control animals. Trust me, I've tried. I have a screaming cockatoo that chimes in every 5 minutes. I have a dog. I don't know if can you guys see him? Just sleeping right there. He's just sleeping, but he sometimes snores, right? So, or farts, right? I can't control that, right? So I don't know that your dogs are going to be quiet, but what I feel like is like whatever happens, Crystal, it'll be okay. Like it's not going to affect whether you get the job or not, or whatever your interview is for. I feel like you can use it as comedic material. So that's the best way that I can answer your question. And good luck with that. I really hope they do keep quiet, because I understand. I mean, I'm recording my YouTube videos and my screaming cockatoo like drives me nuts. All right. Noor. Hi, Terrie. I hope you're well. I wanted to ask how I should go about repairing my relationship with my mom. First of all, you should know, and I literally just had a reading earlier this morning. It was a coaching session. Repair can be made. So any of you guys that want to reconnect or repair with anybody in your past, I'm like queen of repair, salvaging relationships, all the things. It can be done. It can be done with grace, but it can be a time-consuming process, and it can be a very emotional roller coaster. So when you're asking me how I should do this is something I can tell you a little bit, I can describe a little bit, but it takes a lot of implementation and a lot of energy alignment and a lot of deep work into yourself. So the first thing you have to do is own up to your responsibility for your role in this. So that's the first step. You gotta say, okay, well, I did something, because in order for there to be any miscommunication, argument, anything, it takes 2 or 5, whatever. But it doesn't just take 1, because otherwise there'd be no problem. Yes. So it takes you, Noor, looking at that deep, dark part of yourself to investigate why you did what you did, forgive yourself for what you did, and accept what you did. And there are things you can do. It's all through action to do that. Then you go ahead and then you got to like clear out a lot of energy. You've got to feel all the feelings, which suck. I can't even tell you how much they suck and how painful this process is. But you have to get over yourself first. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. You got to get over your ego. Everybody's got an ego, so it's not just your ego, but you got to get over that ego. So you have to get to that place of yourself and kill it. You got to kill part of yourself. Then you have to mourn that part of yourself, and then move on. But it takes a lot of forgiveness of yourself. It takes a lot of acceptance of yourself. So, Noor, if that's something you want to do, I'd have to work with you longer term on this. This is not something it's short. Not one coaching session is going to do this. Not one reading is going to do this. This is an ongoing process, because we got to look into why this happened, what you did, what your triggers were, and really clean and clear out that part of yourself, forgive yourself, move on, and then approach, and then go on to mom. So it's not an easy process. Can it be done? 100%. Is it an easy process? Nope. But is it worth it? Yes. Every single step of the journey is worth it. Every single step. I don't want to say it's one of my favorite things to do, because it sucks. It's not one of my favorite things to do. But one of my favorite things to feel is when that reconnection and repair has been made. It is a beautiful process. And you will no longer be the same person that you were. So you literally create a new identity for yourself in the process. There you go, Noor. Okay. Mega Agent 117. Hi, Terrie. I have a question. Well, I hope to answer. Food controls my life, and because of that, I've been feeling very helpless, sad lately. How can I get rid of my food obsession? It's taking all my energy away. Not an easy thing to do, sister. You know why? Because we need food to live. It's not like alcohol or drugs or even sex or gambling, because those things we can actually live without. Food we cannot live without. But really what's going on here, it is the disconnection to yourself and your attachment of security and safety to food. So it's a process, just like any other process. Um, you have a way of being you, you have habits of being you. So when you ask, how do I get rid of my food obsession? It's not the food obsession you're getting rid of, it's the attachment to the food and how you can create that attachment to yourself. So instead of having food give you whatever that connection you feel you need, it's about you giving yourself that connection. With any kind of addiction, it's about disconnection from the self. Okay? We are looking to other things outside of ourselves to make us feel safe, to make us feel secure, to make us feel joy, whatever it is. So it's understanding that we do have the capability and the ability of giving it to ourselves and not relying or depending on an outside source to give it to us. So, how you get rid of your food obsession is by connecting to yourself. And that's something I can help you with. But again, it's not short term work, you guys. It's long term work. And I'm not going to sugarcoat and I'm not going to lead you astray. If there's anything, I'm transparent and I'm honest. We live in a time space continuum. So when there's space between things, it takes time to close that gap. Non food obsession, food obsession. This is where you're at. This is where you want to be. Mega Agent 117, it's going to take time. And no, it's not a fast process. No. And most likely you can't do it on your own. It wouldn't surprise me if you've just tried everything. So you do need support through it. Okay? So if that's something you want to do, I can work with you one-on-one, no problem, but it takes time. So like a 1 hour, half hour session ain't going to work. It's consistency because you are breaking the habit of being yourself. Okay? That's what you're doing. Breaking the habit of being yourself. Okie dokie, we are moving on. Daniela V. Hi, Terrie. Do you think the perfect career for me is to be an English teacher? I just want to enjoy my job and be happy. Thank you. Ugh. The reason why I went ugh was because you're being so hard on yourself. You're like not giving yourself any compassion or mercy. You said perfect career for me. There's never one perfect career for someone. We evolve and we change and we shift so often in our lives that if we were to pick one perfect career, we would grow out of it. And that's what happens. We grow out of ourselves and we grow out of, certain jobs, careers, we grow out of people. So do I think that there is the perfect career out there for you for where you are at any given moment? If you are enjoying being an English teacher and you have a passion about being an English teacher, then yeah, that could be the perfect career for you. If that passion is only yours for right now, then for right now, it's the perfect career for you. But maybe later on, you might change. You might do something else because at that point you have a different passion. Maybe your purpose has evolved, right? So I think, the perfect career for you right now is wherever you're at. Because I guarantee you it'll change. I've had several career changes. I had no idea I was going to be a fucking psychic. No clue. I worked in media. I worked as an office manager in an engineering firm. I worked for a gynecologist, an OB gynecologist. I worked for a general surgeon. I mean, I worked in ad sales. I mean, they were all perfect careers for me in those now moments. I'm pretty sure now I have found my niche, right? My end all be all. But even within that, like there are things I feel like I want to do within this realm, right? So, um, yeah, I mean, for now, yeah, if you're happy, but you may change, and as you change, it's okay to also change your career and be happy, right? There you go. Okay. Two more questions, guys. Marbar. Here we go. Marbar. Hi, Terrie. Hi. I hope the sun is shining for you today. It is. It was gloomy yesterday. So thank you. I'm wondering if now would be a good time for me to buy a house or condo, if I should keep renting for the time being. Thanks. Get it. Get something now. I feel like you're going to get it now. Here's the thing. Make sure whatever you get, you actually want. So get the clarity on what your needs and your wants are in a house or condo. I like the timing better for you now than for waiting. Now, I also would prefer that you wait till you get what you want. That's why I want you to have that clarity, okay? But this is a good time. I feel like between now and like you'd have a good year and a half for some reason I heard year and a half. So I think you'd do okay. So you don't have to rush, but it feels pregnant. Like it's a fertile time for you to be doing that, okay? Alex 21, hey Terrie, hope life is going well for you. I'm going to say life has been adventurous for me, and it is always in flow. I'm trying to be a lady. All right, so this is going to be the last one here. Sunisha Gulabram. Hi, Terrie. Will everything go smoothly for my wedding next week? Is the person I'm marrying my soulmate? Will we live happily ever after? 3 questions. I'm only going to answer one. Will everything go smoothly for my wedding next week? Yeah, it should. It's going to run itself. And that's not even, that shouldn't even be your worry. Like you're getting married. Don't even worry about it. Like take your attention off of that. Just let it run itself. I used to say the same thing about bar and bat mitzvahs. I come from a Jewish family, so a bar mitzvah or a bat mitzvah is like a big deal. You make these big parties and seating arrangements and who gets along with who and all the catering and the flowers, the band, DJ, all the things, right? But the reality is once it starts, it runs itself. So like it's going to do what it's going to do. So if you worry about it, you are planting seeds for fuck ups. So let it go. It'll run the way it's supposed to run. Okay. There you go. All right, you guys, I'm ending the session for today. Thank you all for being here. We'll be back next Monday. That's how we roll around here. And I appreciate each and every one of you being here. Please don't forget to like this video and please share it with everybody. YouTube has this algorithm where the more likes you have, the more it gets shown to other people. So that's how you can actually be of service too, because I know each and every one of you who are here have a really wonderful heart and a great soul. And you guys want to share being of service to other people and help other people. So the best way you can do that is by getting these videos out there. So I appreciate you all sharing these videos and liking and just spreading the word. So happy Monday, everybody. I hope everyone has an easy, breezy week. Stay connected, and I'll see ya on the flip side.